Hi, Kara. It's so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
How was your week?
It was good. It was very good.
Good. I'm glad. Well, I'm so glad you decided to come back.
I know, me too. I'm ready to make a change.
Good. I'm glad. So I'm excited, and I came up with a few things that we can discuss and talk about.
Okay.
So after looking at your food intake and your diet that you typically have,
Yep.
I came up with a few things that might help you. And you can also give me like your feedback, what you think will work for you, like anything you feel comfortable doing or whatever. Just let me know.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be what's right for you, gradual process. And okay, ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So one of the first things I thought about was changing your condiment choices because you like to have your butter on your vegetables and the cream cheese. So I know those foods are really good,
Yeah.
but those foods are just what keeps the fat on, and it's hard to lose weight when you're just consuming those foods so often. And I know they taste good though.
Yeah.
So everything in moderation.
Okay.
So these foods are called empty calories. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So an empty calorie is calories from solid fats or added sugars that don't really contain any nutritional value, and they just kind of bring your calories up.
Okay.
So they're just empty. They're just there.
Okay.
So these are foods such as sodas, cheeses, ice cream, a lot of things that you eat pretty much.
Okay.
So empty calories are okay in moderation,
Okay.
but when sometimes you just go a little bit over, and it can just be really unhealthy and just adds a lot of fat to the body. So you can easily substitute these empty calories in your diet. So how would you, what do you think would be best for you to substitute these things?
I think, just like drinking more water.
Yeah, so how about when you go to lunch, instead of getting that lemonade, maybe get a water instead.
Okay.
And so how, would you consider maybe making your lunch the night before?
That is true. I never really thought about that. I just thought going to fast food restaurants were convenient because I was at work. But I know a lot of the people I work with, they bring their lunches from home. They make it the night before.
Definitely. It might be even more convenient for you. You don't have to leave the office. You can save more money. So maybe try that one day. See how it goes. Because that fast food that you're getting has a lot of stuff in it that's just empty, and it's just not going to really help you lose the weight that you want to lose.
Okay.
Yeah. And what about the cream and the sugar that you put in your coffee? Is that something you would be able to change?
I think if I gave it a try, for years I've been always doing, cream and sugar in my coffee because that's what, the standard everyone does, and I think I just got used to it. But I'd be willing to make a change and try to limit the sugar and stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever tried almond milk or coconut milk?
No, I haven't.
Those are really great alternatives for putting in your coffee, and they taste really good. So I recommend them if you ever want to try that.
All right, awesome.
And then condiments on your bagel or, any type of food. You could always try peanut butter or almond butter. It's a really great source of protein without all the fat. It has healthy fats in it for you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that would help hold you over. So that's something you'd be interested in trying?
Yeah, definitely. I would try that.
Okay. Maybe try to cut a little bit of butter out.
Butter,
Peanut butter.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, and then I also want to talk about the ice cream at night.
Okay.
So that has a lot of fat and calories in it, even though the box says light, it still is a lot of empty calories. Okay. So maybe they also have at the grocery store, I don't know if you've seen it, it's coconut milk ice cream.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Which is a lot better for you, or even yogurt, would you consider trying? Because it still has a mouthfeel. You can get, and then put all your toppings on it, like fruit or nuts, just fills you up at night without having all the fat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I heard ice cream's very fattening.
Yeah. So maybe switch it out one night.
Okay.
Is that something you would do?
Yeah, we definitely try to attempt that.
Great. So another thing I noticed about your diet is your fruit intake. which I just noticed it's a lot of juices, and I wanted to ask you, do you know the difference between like a whole fruit, like an orange, compared to an orange juice that you get in like the carton?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I'm just gonna explain to you, like, whole fruits are considered like fruits in their natural state. So the fruits are a great source of vitamin A, vitamin C, a lot of fiber, folate. So good for you to have fruits in your diet. You should have like about 2 to 3 servings a day.
Okay.
But in the fiber in your fruits will help your body feel a lot fuller in between meals. So it could be a great snack alternative.
Okay.
To like the pretzels you have.
Yeah.
Or maybe just something to hold you over.
Yeah.
So
I'm always hungry.
Yeah, definitely.
Meals.
Just have an apple or an orange, and consuming the whole fruits are a lot better because those fruit juice that you drink, the lemonade and the orange juice in the morning, it really has a lot of sugar in it.
It does.
Yeah, so it's going to contribute to your overall sugar intake.
Okay.
And it's really going to higher your blood sugar levels, and it's going to take a long time to digest, and it's just going to make you have a lot of energy that you don't want to have during the workday.
Exactly.
So I would a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think, oh, it's fruit juice. I'll just drink
healthy,
it. It's healthy. So it's just a big hidden thing. There's so much sugar in there. So I would just really recommend that you have your whole fruits instead of your fruit juices.
Okay.
So how about, what do you think, how could you incorporate fruit more in your diet? What do you think would be best for you?
I think maybe like, I don't know, just like having an apple or an orange in between the day, or like getting more like whole foods and just kind of adding it to my diet.
Definitely. And maybe even with, instead of drinking lemonade, you could just put a lemon in your water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would
think of that. Yeah, get that like lemon taste. Yeah.
Definitely. And then maybe if you really feel like you need to have that orange juice in the morning, just make sure it's like 100% orange juice, no added sugar.
Okay.
Just to keep it good with all the right nutrients for you. Yeah. And then I was just thinking also along with fruits, vegetables as well. Just keep them as whole as you can. Like maybe instead of mashed potatoes, you could opt for a baked potato and just keep it in its whole state,
All right.
Yeah, is that something you
could do? That's something I could try. Yeah.
Just try it one day. You might end up really liking it.
Okay.
So another thing I want to talk about is your grains.
Okay.
So I want to lower your intake of total grains, but increase your intake of whole grains.
Okay.
So do you know what the difference is between whole grains and refined grains?
I really don't, and I've always wondered. I didn't think there was too much of a difference.
Okay. Well, let me explain to you. Like, whole grains contain the entire kernel of a grain. Okay. So they contain the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. Okay. And those 3 parts have so much nutritional value for you. It has tons of vitamins and minerals like iron and fiber, and a lot of vitamin B that you need. It's like all different types of vitamin B. So an example of these whole grains might be like whole wheat bread, whole wheat flour, oatmeal, and like brown rice. So all the brown stuff.
Okay, brown.
Yeah.
Brown's better than white?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So refined means that when the bran has been milled, the grain has been milled. So it undergoes this process where it takes off the bran and the germ, which has the most nutritional value.
Okay.
So examples of like refined grains might be white bread, white rice. Those foods just don't really contain the nutrients that the brown rice and the brown foods do.
Okay.
So it's so important to just try to make that switch from white to brown. You don't have to do it right away. You can do them in the middle. So maybe you could try to switch your breads from white to whole wheat. Like, what about your sesame bagel in the morning? Would you be willing to switch that to whole wheat?
Yeah, I could definitely give it a try and see if I like it.
Definitely. Even when you toast it, like you said you do,
it tastes pretty similar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. And remember that burrito you got at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
If if you ever feel like you need to go back to Taco Bell, maybe opt for the whole wheat tortilla and the whole wheat chips to try to make the meal a little bit more healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even realize you could do that.
Definitely. And then I also saw like how much your bagel contributed to your calorie intake. So maybe we could just try to decrease that a little bit, because a lot of people don't know that a fourth of a large bagel is actually a serving size. So you're eating 4 times the serving size.
Oh, goodness. I had no idea.
And no one ever does anything because you just expect to eat the whole thing. So that's a really big misinterpretation that a lot of people make.
Okay.
So maybe just opt for a smaller one, or eat half in the morning and then half for a snack a different day.
Okay.
You know? And maybe, so I know you said you like that bagel as well. What if you could switch to like whole grain cereals in the morning? Is that something you could consider?
Yeah, I could definitely consider trying something different, because I mean, I do get sick of the bagel every day. I just do it because it's easy.
Yeah. Maybe, and then that milk you eat you drink at dinner, you could use that in the morning.
Okay,
so just have more milk intake as well. So is that something you could consider?
Yeah, I could definitely consider that. Yeah, trying that.
Great. And what about your snacks? How do you think that you could switch to maybe whole wheat crackers or?
Yeah, I could definitely give it a shot. I mean, I usually just like grab the easiest like pretzels or chips off the rack, but I mean, I've heard about healthier choices of like snacking out there.
Yeah, so you don't have to feel so deprived and be healthy snacking, so you don't feel guilty either.
Yeah, that definitely I'd give it a shot.
Great. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is your intake of meat. So I just want to talk about smaller portions and leaner cuts of meat, because the pork chop you said you had was 4 ounces, and a serving for meat is like 2 to 3 ounces.
Okay.
So you're just a little bit over, so maybe if we cut back a little
bit,
get rid of that weight.
Okay.
So meat is so important in your diet because it contains so many vitamins and minerals for you, in order for your body to like, just if you're working out, which you are because you want to lose weight, so it's going to help repair your muscles and just get everything working healthily. So, but one bad thing about meat is that it's really high in fat, particularly saturated fat, which isn't too good for you. It can lead to a buildup in your arteries, and it increases your risk for obesity and cardiovascular disease. So it's really important to choose meats that are leaner, which means they're less fat.
All right.
So when you go to the store, like, just make sure you're choosing lean meats. It should say right on the package.
Okay.
And lean meat also means like less than 3 grams, or 3 grams per 1 ounce of meat. So lean meat choices could be like chicken without skin, sirloin tips, tenderloin, turkey, Canadian bacon, any of those things. And there's so many more that you could try just to switch out for, your beef burrito. You could switch out stuff like that. Stuff like that. Do you think that that's something you could do, is try to lessen your portions?
Yeah, I mean, definitely give it a try. I mean, I know, like, I usually eat a lot of food at each, like, meal, but, like, I know that I should be, like, cutting, back on a lot of, my portions, because I heard portions are really key to a diet.
Definitely, very important. Great. So I'm really happy to hear that. And one other thing is the processed meats, just like the fast food restaurants that you go to, everything's processed. And that's something that you really want to stay away from, because it's just not good for you when you're trying to lose weight. It's just going to really hold you back. So just make sure that the meats that you eat haven't been processed, such as like smoking, curing, salting, or adding chemicals to them, which is what, even at a grocery store, they do all the time.
They do that too?
Yes.
Okay.
So just make sure you're choosing the choices that are just the meat.
Okay.
Just meat, not in any, liquids or like with the skin on it.
Okay.
Just make sure you're getting like just chicken breast, chicken legs, and then you can maybe make your own marinade. Because everyone wants some flavor in their
Yeah,
foods. Maybe,
that's what I thought. Like, when I usually, like, get my meats, the reason why I get, like, the Taco Bell meats, because they have a lot of flavor to it.
Yeah, so maybe you can make your own flavoring, marinate it, and then in the morning you could do it, and then when you get home at night, it can all be ready for you. Just throw it on the grill or bake it in the oven, something like that. So that's pretty much the main goals I have for you.
Okay.
So now that we're almost ending our session, can we just go over again what changes you're going to make after you leave here?
Okay. So definitely some changes is I need to drink a lot more water, I realize.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Maybe like avoiding going out to lunch at work, like making my meals the night before and just like cooking them up at work. That would definitely help. And try not to have like a lot of ice cream or making like a healthier choice, like, you know, the yogurts or the low fat, you know, coconut ice creams.
Good for you. And then changing your fruit intake as well.
Yeah.
Fruits.
Yes, definitely.
And whole grains.
Oh yeah. The having like the brown, you know, rice, whole wheat, and all that, instead, you know, switching over from like white to wheat.
Definitely. Yeah. And then lastly, your meat.
Oh, have leaner meats and smaller portion size.
Great.
You know, make sure that the meats don't have the skin on them, or, you know, making sure they're not like processed by salts and different chemicals and stuff like that.
Great. I'm so happy you really understood what I was saying. So don't feel like under any obligation to do all these changes at once.
It does seem a little overwhelming, to be honest.
Definitely. So just do what's best for you. Try to make one change as much as it feels right for you. And we can definitely meet again within the next week. And I would love to see how things are going.
Yeah, definitely.
I have everything written down.
Okay.
On this thing for you. So always refer back to it. And call me whenever you want. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have
Bye,
a good
Karen.
one.